This is the 74th anniversary of the International Human Rights Day. The International Human Rights Declaration asserts that freedom of expression is the fundamental human right for all people. Hence, the theme for this year's anniversary is advocating for rights, dignity, freedom, and justice for all. The day also seeks to promote gender equality, as well as the right to access food, shelter, education, and safe drinking, amongst others, regardless of race, gender, and language. The main highlight of the celebration was a symposium where key human rights issues were discussed, including the Gambia's lawsuit against Myanmar for the alleged act of genocide on the Rohingya Muslims. Emmanuel Daniel of the National Human Rights Commission commended the government of the Gambia for its commitment to upholding the basic principles of human rights and people's rights.
We commend the government of the Gambia for taking this stride. You see, talking about human rights or defending human rights is not only showing solidarity with the victims. It is not only about that, but it is about justice. And this is very key. We condemn what happened, what the authorities in Myanmar did or have been doing to the Rohingya population, but that is not enough for human rights. We need justice. What is justice? It entails a gamut of many other things. In Gambia, sometimes we overplay it by talking about reconciliation. That is also part of the process. But persecution of those who bear the greatest responsibility. The Gambia government is a member, is a state party to the Genocide Convention.
Dilating on human rights violation, a representative of the Ministry of Justice, Ajay Adam Mercise, said numerous human rights offenses are committed through social media platforms such as Facebook.
Gambia took Facebook to court, and it was like, how would the Gambia take Facebook to court? It was all in about gathering evidence. During the course of trial, you gather evidence and information, and then people living in Myanmar, Rohingya, were posting all that was happening on social platforms, social medias, like we do here. Whatever happened in our neighbors, we go online, we do videos, we share posts. So the people of Myanmar and Rohingya were all doing that, and all this evidence were online. But at the end, Facebook had to take all those things off the Facebook platform. We requested for the information and they refused. That was why now Gambia took them to court in US to request for these informations to be given to us for our evidence before the court. And at the end, we won that also, and Facebook was ordered.
The representative of the European Union in the Gambia said many lives were lost during the Rohingya genocide, including journalists.
People are, those who are still in Myanmar are internally displaced. They don't benefit of any right. Only last year, 100 journalists have been killed in Myanmar. And I would say 1,400 people were killed, 11,000 arrested, and of which more than 8,000 are still in jail, with no reason, exception made for their religion.
The Deputy Director and the Secretary General of the Amnesty International KM Group, Mohammed Haidara and Modu OC, respectively, both deplored human rights violations setting the crimes against the Rohingya Muslims. The event climaxed the presentations aimed in raising awareness in human rights violations. This was followed by a question and answer session involving participants, including students from various institutions. The Human Rights Commission was established in 1948, adopted by the United Nations General Assembly and the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. Reporting for JRTS News, I am Dada Cham.